Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Pete Morgan and you're watching my Bouncing Back series with Watford. We're in the playoff final today. We're playing Middlesbrough, and yeah, nothing much has happened since we beat Sheffield United in the playoff semis. But yeah, we're ready to go today. Couple of changes to the team. I've got Bove in. He's still injured, but he's fit enough to play 45 minutes, and he's playing simply because I made him a promise that he would play ball-winning midfielder and central midfield. So he's going to play there for 45 minutes, and then we'll probably replace him with Chowdhury, or maybe even... No, that is it, Chowdhury. That would be the change. Kone possibly. I was impressed with how he played in the last game. Almost scored a cracking goal. So the team today then is Trafford, Ngakia, Porteous, Hoyt and Ferreira across the back, with Luza, Bove and Pepelu in the midfield. And we've got Asprilla and Sarr both fit wide. And I've put De La Fuente up front. Mainly because all my starting 11 are now Watford players full time. I could play the loanies, and I know I said in the last episode I should. This is a playoff final. It would be nice for players that are actually playing for Watford and signed for Watford long term to get us up in the Premiership. Simple as that. So win today and we're in the Premier. Lose today and I think I'll keep my job because they've just given me a 2-year contract, but it means next season we need to focus on the Championship again, which I'm hoping we get promotion. I'm a little bit worried that we're not good enough for the Premier and that we haven't got the money to make huge changes. So next season, either way, it's going to be difficult. It really is. So, but then again, even if we don't get promoted, this team hasn't been good enough to secure it this season. So I'm going to need to make some changes next season to get us up. So, yeah, it's one of those. I guess we'd rather be in the Premier than the Championship, but I'd rather be winning the Championship and filling the stadium every week than finishing bottom 3 in the Premiership and only having so many people turn up. You know, it's all about money, and you're not going to make money with nobody in a stadium. So anyway, kick off. We're off and underway. It's a big day. If we play like we did in the second leg, in both legs actually, against Sheffield United, we should be comfortable. We are favourites. We do need to... It's looking a bit well balanced at the moment with Middlesbrough with all the play, with all the possession, which is a worry. But we've got a corner, loser into the near post. Keepers catch that, no problems at all. I rolled it out rather rapid with my players still about them. And they've nodded that on, but that's going to be tidied up by me. No problems at all. Porteous, Ferreira, Bove, who we know is carrying an injury, but he wants to play there as a ball-winning midfielder. I'm running out of time. He's injured. He's been injured for... I don't know how long, and that's a ball in, and we're 1-0 up. Oh my word, is the dream possible? Are we going to get promoted to the Premiership? First season after being relegated, bounce straight back up, which is what the name of the save is. But of course, the object of the save is to then become an established Premiership side and be known as the best of the rest. So, and pick up as many trophies as we can on the way. And what a finish by Miguel. I'm glad I put him in. Like I said, he's one of those that has really stood up while things weren't going quite as well for us as they could have towards the end of the season. And he, not prolific, but he was scoring goals. It was getting us results or keeping us in games. So yeah, we need to hold on to this really. We're 33 minutes. It would be nice to go in ahead at half time. Makes the chat that little bit easier, doesn't it? And this is a worry. This is a big worry. And Akpom has equalised. Did they just tell me to mark him tighter in the box? Maybe I should have clicked OK instead of ignoring it, but 1-1. It's a long way to go yet. A lot of play. Middlesbrough finished 6th, so theoretically, and I'm not sure what James Trafford did there, to be honest. He didn't make a good effort for that, did he? So theoretically, as I was saying, we are the better side. We finished 4th, a considerable number of points ahead of Middlesbrough. But this is a final, and nothing that's gone on before matters, does it? It's all about getting the result today. We got a block in there. We didn't win the header, though, and now this is a concern again. And they go. Oh. Very disappointing to be 1 up. And now, right at the end, we've let in 2 quick goals. And again, our defending is woeful there, and well, the keeper was full stretch, I guess, made more of an effort for that one. Oh dear, this wasn't the way I'd written the script out earlier today. So we're encouraging the guys, we're trying to get them going. It would be nice to think we can get back onto level terms before half time. We've literally got to do it with this attack. Pepelu back to Bove to Ngakia. Get the ball in the box, my boy, and he's tackled, and that's a penalty. Or is that the end of the game? No, it's a penalty. He's given me a penalty. I said it would be nice to get back on level terms before half time. Wasn't expecting a penalty, I've got to be honest. Who is my penalty taker? Sar, yes. Goes without saying, though. I think if the goalkeeper hadn't have dived there, he'd have been smashed straight into the back of the net with the ball. And he could evened it up a little bit. That's a pressure off. That's a relief. That's straight down the middle by Sar. Like I said, I think that would have took the goalkeeper's head clean off. So, after playing so well, we then threw it away a little bit. We are getting more of the possession to what we were. I'm going to point the finger. I'm going to tell him to do that. And then I think we're going to have to... bit of smoke, because I am going to demand more. You know, it's 2-2. I'm going straight in with the demanding more. And I think I'm going to risk going positive. We've been trying balance with this 4-3-3 just to try and stop us leaking goals. That's into Porteous. Back out to Bove, who's about to come off. And we've nodded that in somehow to go 3-2 up. So while we're celebrating that, sorry guys, I need to take Bove off. I don't want him injured long term. Shoulder is going to come in there. Now I have to make a bit of... No, I don't. That's it. That's exactly how I wanted it. Confirm changes. And carry on the playing. I'm not sure what happened there. Bit of a complete mess up in the Watford box. Loser with a lovely ball in, I guess. Porteous, Bove, Miguel flicked up off a defender. Keeper come out and Sar just nods it round the corner and into the goal. We'll take it. We'll take it. If that means Premiership football next week, we'll take it. Next week, next season. I'm off on a holiday in a week or two, so that's probably what I was thinking of next week. So, 3-2, 65 minutes gone. We're going to stay positive now. We're doing well. We're going to make some changes. This is always a worry for me when you haven't got all of the players in position that you want. Aspila struggling, Sar struggling. I want to get those two on. Delap has been absolutely brilliant for us, so I'm going to play him up front. Excelente. Pepelu is struggling a little bit. That gives Kone a go to come in, and Kone likes to play attacking football, so that's good. And that's it. That's the 5. Can't make any more. I was going to bring Porteous off to give somebody else a run out, but I'll give everybody a run out that needs one. So here we go then. Last 20 minutes. We can do no more. We live or die by the decisions made. It's nice to see that Middlesbrough, losing 3-2, have decided to waste as much time as possible with this corner. And long may it continue. Ball to the back post, nodded over, that's not a problem. A little bit concerned second half of the season with how many corners and that, and crosses into the box that we actually don't win. We are a huge team that should at the back, and that's a lovely tackle there, straight in by Chowdhury and Delap. Nice little backflip back to Loser now. Plays it out to Dolan, who plays it in behind for Delap. Can he get a goal in the final? And he's hit the post. The keeper managed to get something on it. And I hope, if you'd have been a striker there, would you not have been going out for lever to close down that defender a yard in front of you, instead of letting him get control of the ball and play it out? I have to have a word with him afterwards, but we're 90 minutes. Come on guys, 90 minutes, and there's a nice interception, but it's gone straight back to them over the back. I've been practicing penalties all week just in case, and that's crossed into the box, and we've won the header, and William Martinez's got it. He's over the top to Loser now, play it out wide right, that's it. Kone now out wide left, and that is perfect. Dolan running in, and he's played a little ball to Delap. He's put it in. I'm a little bit worried he was offside there. The ref's having a look at this, and he signalled offside. Oh lads, excuse me. Oh, we had just strayed, hadn't he? Why did Dolan not do it? But it was nice to see him play the ball the way I wanted it. I know I was doing a full-time commentary there, and we're promoted to the Premier, lads. Just take a moment to think about this, because, well, what a season. Outstretched arms, and that is it. It's not got the effect I wanted, but that's because I went with what the assistant manager suggested, and it's not always the best. And we've won 3-2. We don't get a trophy or anything for it. There should be a little celebration thing, shouldn't there, really? But there isn't. I'm not moaning because we're in the Premier, lads. We've done it. First season. We've got promoted to the Premier. That's it for the season, really. I'm going to come back and do the season review. I thought I was going to lose my job here. I'm hoping the fact that we've gained promotion anyway. We're up to a B, so we were on a C, so we are doing something right. And I'm just hoping now that we get some decent transfer funds. I don't know whether they've actually put that in here. Board set initial budget. Wage budget 775, transfer budget. Well, that's more than I expected. That allows me to buy a couple of players that I'm interested in. We have got scoutings going on full pout here. Got a couple of guys that we've added to the short. When I say transfer list, on my transfer, this is what I mean, my short list. Got quite a few. Some of these are way out of our league. But if you have a look here, we've got Oscar Gluck, who I quite like the look of. He's 16 to 20 million. We've got quite a few on here, 8.4. Now that's somebody I really like the look of. Rooney Bargy. He does look like he could come in and do something for us. You've got 20 to 30 million here. Cole Palmer, attacking midfield, right centre. I would prefer to go English if I could, but they are a lot more money. And this is a good goalkeeper as well. He's exploring his options at the end of his contract as well. I think I tried to sign him earlier in the year, and he can't get a work permit. He doesn't tick the boxes, but we'll keep him just in case. But as you can see, there's quite a few affordable players here that could come in and make a difference for us. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it here. I'll be back in a minute for the season review. Thank you for watching. Welcome back, guys and girls. Season review. We've just won playoffs, as you're fully aware. And yeah, season review. Here we go. New arrivals. So a lot of these were on loan. Okay, I had nothing to do with the signing of some of the players. I did sign Duran. Made 5 appearances, 9 goals. Don't believe that. That wasn't completely for us, okay? So he's obviously made appearances for the home team as well. De La Fuente, 2.3 million we played for him. He's one for the future. He's down as our star signing. The board are delighted. He needs to develop a bit more. He's 23. I was hoping he was going to jump up a couple of figures this season on his stats, but he hasn't. So I don't know if he's long-term here, to be honest. Reece Williams on loan from Liverpool. Everybody's asking me, all the fans are saying he should be signed full time. He was fantastic, this and that. He's worth $1 million. I could do far worse than signing Reece Williams for the back four, I have to be honest. So that's something I might look at. James Trafford, to me, signing of the season. He's been absolutely fantastic. 18 appearances, 6.99. He's only a 20-year-old. He's developed fantastically since he's been with us. He is moving up. So yeah, good signing. Pepelu, well happy with Pepelu. Signing for 2.8 million from Levante. 22 appearances, 18 substitute appearances. That tells you how good he's played. He's been involved nearly all of the time. 2 goals, 10 assists, 12 goal returns from 22 starts. I'm happy with that. Henrique Araujo, signed him on loan. I'm not sure I signed him. I think he was here when I joined the club. He'll be going back. He's a good player. A bit rich for us at the minute, but he's not that good. So we're not going to be looking to improve that. Hoyt, signed him from Anderlecht, 1.7 million. I didn't sign him. I know he was here when I joined, okay. I have made him my club captain with people going out. And yeah, he's a good player. He will be here next season. He's going to be one of the oldest players in the squad. I don't normally have old players. Martins, they say I should be signing him. I'm not going to. Kamara, I didn't really give him much of a go, although it says he's had 24 appearances there. I don't think he did. 2 goals, 3 assists. I don't remember Kamara doing anything like that, to be honest. Delap was a new signing, coming towards the end of the season, in January, not the end of the season, January. He did okay, 13 starts, 6 goals, 2 assists. Ryan Porteous, another one bought in from Hibernian on the cheap, 49 appearances. He's played every single game for me, guys. He hasn't missed a game, 24 years old. And yeah, he hasn't scored amazingly. He's chipped in with a couple of goals. Kone, I spoke to you about him before. Wanted him to improve. He hasn't kicked on, so we'll have to wait and see. And like I said, a lot of these players were here when I came. Eduardo Bove, I definitely signed him from Capitoline or Roma. He, I don't know. He was meant to be a big fish in a small pond. He's got the potential there, I guess, so we're not going to stick with him. Patrick Wellmart, another of my signings there, 1.9 million. Well impressed with him. He got injured and then never really come back from that, but we'll see how he goes. He's not going to be long term. I think I said that when we signed him. He was a stopgap. Whether he's good enough for the Premier, I don't know. Tyrese Dolan, we signed him for Blackburn. He got injured straight away. he could do us a trick, but I bought him for his pace, to be honest, his fitness and his dribbling, thinking he was going to get the ball down and run rings around everybody, and he didn't. But 5 appearances, 1 goal, 2 assists. Not a bad return had he played more, but he was injured and then struggled to get in. Chowdhury was here on loan when I came. He'd be going back. Bakuna's leaving and Ben Hammer will be leaving. So they're both teams. That's why I haven't sold them this season, because they were both signed by the person who was here before me, before I rudely inserted myself into his seat and kicked him out the door. So that's the players. So we got rid of as many as we could, alright. Navarro was got rid of. Samir, Robbie Elliott, Adam Parks, all older players. Daniel Bachman was a goalkeeper. Didn't want him to go, but he wanted to go, so he'd already decided that. And Kulu's gone. A lot of these, again, were actually sold before I got to the club. Okay, Sissoko, I didn't sell Sissoko. So, yeah, there's a lot of players gone out of the team. I can assure you of that. And there'll be a lot more because we're still heavily laden with players that aren't good enough. So, season's results. We started off not too bad. Mostly wins. We had a bit of a glitch. Then we come back with some good wins. Then we got kicked out of the FA Cup and it just went downhill from there. The end of the season was woeful, guys, as you know. So we ended up finishing 4th. 11 defeats in total for the season. 87 points. 87 points is good enough to win. Norwich 101 absolutely romped away with it. So did West Brom, with Blackburn not on their heels. We stayed with them as long as we could. We just couldn't last a pace. Injury, not just injuries, all right. The FA Cup messed us up big time, but we weren't good enough. And I hold my hands up, we weren't good enough. So FA Cup, we did okay in the FA Cup until we got hammered by Blackburn. I was a bit disappointed because after we beat Aston Villa and I seen who was left in the competition, I honestly thought it was winnable for a Championship side. I haven't followed it since, so I don't know. But Blackburn beat us 5-3 at home, and that was the start of the rot, really. The season just fell apart from there. Carabao Cup, we went out in the first game, Brentford away, Premiership side, so nothing to be ashamed of there. Top result, 5-0 against Rotherham. This is a game where we absolutely put it to Norwich. The scoreline flatters Norwich, to be honest. And goal of the season, Asprilla, is that? No, who is that? Goal of the season, João Pedro. He's left the club. I don't remember the goal, if I'm honest. I'm not going to say I do. He curled it in from the edge of the box, beat everybody all hands down. I have no idea how he scored it, to be honest, without going back and looking. So your success definitely helped the club's finances. Okay, so we're making money. We've got money in the bank, but not much. It's only like 20 million. So they say we're making money. I suppose 20 million. It's a lot of money. Not when you're a football club, it isn't. So club reputation, previous was 3, now we're 3.5. Happy with that. Sponsorship deals, no new yet, but they're coming the coming months or so. No new sponsorship deals this year, but there will be. So sponsorship's gone up, and as you see, because it's first season, I guess nothing's there, so it's all good. Sar, Loser, Asprilla, Kone and Delap, top shirt sales. Hopefully we're going to sell more than that this year. So they've got João Pedro up front with Asprilla, maybe. Delapa, Sar out wide. I think I moved this around quite a bit. Luza and Pepelu in the midfield. I can't argue with that. Rodriguez, Hoyt, Porteous, Ferreira. Can't argue with that. I chopped and changed with the other fullback. Can't remember his name at the minute. I'm terrible with names, guys. Yeah, I'm happy. We're up. The accolades. One Sky Bet Championship Manager of the Month. That made the difference. I'm sure it did. But here we go. Fans Player of the Year, Asprilla. Why not? He was fantastic. Young Player of the Season, Asprilla. Absolutely. Totally endorse that. Signing of the season, De La Fuente. Goal of the season, João Pedro. And then it's just Asprilla as white aboard with everything. Top goal scorer, most assists, most player of the match awards, highest average rating, and most passes complete for 90 minutes. Wesley Holt, centre half, means absolutely dog squat. It's tap tap, back back. It should only be forward passes as far as I'm concerned, not tip tapping it around at the back. Most assists by a player in the season, then Asprilla's got the record for that. Most clean sheets by a player in a season. I don't know. Mr. Clown himself, Mr. Okoye, absolutely brilliant or absolutely awful, so yeah. He's still at the club. I was getting rid of him, but the other guy wanted to go first, so he has stayed here. And Asprilla, most player of the match awards, and Ryan Porteous, 13 yellow cards, no red cards. He plays close to the edge, doesn't he? And that's it, guys, really. History in the making. It's the first season. There's no history in this at all. But we have got promotion. We're going to do the club visions and expectations meeting. Okay, so play defensively solid football. Play direct football. Play counter-attacking football, which is what we try to do. Work within the wage budget, which we do. Players over 34, we won't be renewing contracts for them. Minimum of 3-year contracts, first team players. Yeah, we'll go for 5 all the time, but sometimes they don't want that. And attempt to avoid relegation from the Premier. I'm hoping we do. I really am. So I'll accept that. End of season team meetings, because I'm skipping through them and I didn't think. So we discussed plans for next season. I'm absolutely delighted with promotion this season. You've all earned the right to test yourselves at next level, and I have faith. Congratulations on achieving promotion this season. I will be strengthening the squad as you might expect, but I believe we can avoid getting involved in the relegation battle next term. That's what I'm going for. Let's see whether they agree with it or not. 50-50, I could go with that, so I'm quite happy here to pacify them. I'm taking everyone's reactions on board. I'm happy with that. Very confident we can do what I said, and I am. That's what I wanted to hear. I want you to enjoy your breaks, go and have a nice time. Thank you all very much. So, that's where we're at. They didn't like the team meeting. I'm not surprised. They don't like any of my team meetings. Training camp destination, Portugal, Switzerland, Holland, France. We're going to go to Portugal. That's the one that was top of the list, so that's where we're going. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, I'll see you next season. But don't forget, hit the subscription button and leave us a big, fat, juicy like. Thank you very much.